night sky, our love secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, soft touch your hand in mine, gets me every time.
Hello guys, welcome to a new video. So all that you saw was shot using the iPhone 16 Pro ProRes log. So let me show you my current camera settings which you can use to get that true cinematic look. You can try the same settings on the 15 Pro series and also the 16 Pro series. So let me take my phone and show you all my settings. So let me come to settings and go to camera. So here in this video, I'll be telling you about the video settings and not the photographic settings. So let's come here to record video. So the default, I've set it at 4K at 24 FPS. And why 24 FPS? Because it gives the most natural looking motion blur and it's the most standard frame rate used in movies. 4K at 24 FPS is the default that I've set to. Then I come down, the enhanced stabilization, I have turned it on. All the other settings I turned it off. Even the auto FPS I've turned it off. And also the log camera I have turned it on because it doesn't automatically switch between cameras. And finally the log white balance. You don't want your videos to look with a different white balance each time you switch your camera. So I've set the log white balance to be on. Then if I come back, record slow-mo, I don't much use this setting, but I've set it to 4K at 120 FPS at high efficiency. So if you come to that slow motion mode on your camera, it is going to be shooting at 4K at 120 FPS. Then also the cinematic mode, I don't use it much because it doesn't look very natural with the background blur and all those things. But still I have set the default at 4K at 24 FPS if in case I want to use it. Then comes the sound. You can leave it to either of that. I don't really mind because I don't normally capture sound with my phone. But if you're into capturing sound from your phone, you can leave it at stereo, and also you can turn on the audio playback and also the wind noise reduction. This is helpful if you're outside. Then let's see the formats. So this is where most of the video settings are there. So in the camera capture, I prefer most compatible because if I choose high efficiency, it's a bit harder to edit because of the very huge file size. So you can choose most compatible, and photo mode I'm going to leave as it is. This ProRAW and resolution control, I'm going to turn it on. This is mainly for the photo and not video. So let's come here to video capture. You can see Apple ProRes, I've turned it on, and the ProRes encoding I have set it to log, not HDR, so you have a wide flexibility in color grading. Now let's come back, and there is something called preserve settings. So in this mode, that means is once you exit from the camera app and you take back the camera app, some of the settings are preserved, so you can control which all settings need to be preserved. So in this I've turned on the camera mode. So suppose you left off at video and you exited the camera, and once you open the camera app, it will resume at the video tab itself and not on the photo tab. And the controls menu, I've turned it off. The photographic style, I don't normally use it much, but I've turned it on. And the creative controls, yes, I've turned it on. Depth control off, macro control on. Again, all these are for photos and not video. And again, we have something called Apple ProRes, which I've turned it on. So all these are preserved settings. So if you turn it on in this side, you don't have to each time turn it on the camera app. Then you have use volume up for burst, I've turned it off. Scan QR codes, all these are not even video related, but it's all those camera settings. Yes, I've turned on grids. It's better to have grids on your video so that it's easy for composition of various shots. I've also turned on level so that you would know that you are on level with the shots. Mirror front camera I've turned off. View outside the frame I've turned off. Then fusion camera, I don't know, I've left it at default. So it just means that you can press the 1x zoom button to toggle between these lenses. So I've turned it on. Then portraits in photo mode on. Lens correction is on. Prioritize faster shooting is on. Macro control is on. That's pretty much it for the video settings. The main thing to be noted here is obviously the formats. Mainly the Apple ProRes, the ProRes encoding. So mainly these are the settings that I have, and I think these gives the best results for great cinematic footage. Now if you want to color grade ProRes log footage, I've done a video about it just before this video, so feel free to check that out. So I'll be covering the basics on how to color grade your log footage to bring it to the next level. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys are new here, for those who don't know, I'm Fenzer. I do travel, tech and filmmaking on this channel. So if you're into that sort of stuff, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.